story. 1. On September 26, 2025, an aunt was simply recording her niece eating breakfast at the kitchen table. Everything seemed completely normal until she watched the footage back. That's when she noticed something deeply disturbing. Watch closely. In the background, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen slowly passing by. It moves in a strange, unnatural way, almost as if it's hovering above the floor, making the entire moment absolutely terrifying. If you watch carefully, you can even see the light bulb in the back flicker as the shadow passes directly in front of it. But what makes this footage even more disturbing is the strange reflection visible on the refrigerator. It doesn't seem to match the child's movements at all, almost as if something else is standing in the room with them. Some viewers believe it's just a trick of the light, while others aren't so sure. So what do you think? Is this nothing more than an illusion, or could it be something far more sinister? What do you think was caught on camera? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Enjoying the scares? Please like and subscribe for more paranormal stories. Story 2. A man named Alex recently stumbled across an old video he thought he had deleted and turned to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit to ask for opinions. While working alone in an old warehouse built in the 1960s, he often experienced strange events and an overwhelming feeling that he wasn't alone, as if something was always lurking in the shadows. Then one day, a security camera may have captured proof of what he'd been feeling all along. Watch closely. Behind the door, a faint shadow can be seen darting to the right, then quickly moving back toward the doorway. As it gets closer, the door suddenly slams shut on its own. At first, it's easy to miss, but if you play the footage back and forth, the movement of the shadow becomes much clearer, making the entire scene even more unsettling. According to Alex, this is an old, heavy warehouse door that takes a considerable amount of force to close. After reviewing the footage, he tried multiple times to recreate what happened, but he was never able to get the door to shut by itself. That's what convinced him that something strange was caught on camera that day. So what do you think? Was it simply a trick of the lighting and shadows, or did the security camera capture something truly paranormal? Could whatever was hiding in that warehouse finally have revealed itself? Let me know what you think in the comments. Story 3. A guy named Brandon runs a YouTube channel where he travels around the UK, spending nights camping alone in his van. He often chooses strange, isolated, and sometimes dangerous locations that most people would avoid after dark. In this particular video, Brandon decides to spend the night in the coastal village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Among other things, Jaywick has gained a reputation as one of Britain's poorest towns and has long been associated with a high crime rate. Needless to say, it's not exactly the kind of place most people would choose to park a van and sleep overnight. But that doesn't stop Brandon, who settles in for what he thinks will be just another adventure.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brandon drives around for a while before finally finding a place to camp just outside of town, completely isolated and surrounded by darkness.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brandon sets up his bed inside the van and settles in for the night, trying to get some sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning, everything takes a terrifying turn.
Hey! Right, whoever that was has now gone. I'm going to get out of here. Oh my God. There's no phone.
Someone with a flashlight circles Brandon's van, testing the door handles one by one before suddenly smashing the window, trying to get inside.
Hey!
Luckily, Brandon yells out loudly from inside the van, and it seems to scare whoever was trying to break in. The intruder immediately takes off running into the darkness. In shock, Brandon quickly jumps into the driver's seat and speeds away from the area. He manages to get out safely, but he's clearly shaken by what just happened. Brandon doesn't just leave Jaywick. He drives over 3.5 hours straight back home, not wanting to risk staying another minute in the area.
I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite the frightening encounter, Brandon continues his camping adventures in his van, refusing to let fear stop him. He still shares every trip on his YouTube channel, Brandon Explores,